Iron is the most used item in Minecraft, and mining for it can be really dangerous, especially in hardcore Minecraft, so why not let the iron come to you? But because of the change of attack distance in zombies in 1.20.2, old iron farms have been nerfed. You need a new and easy one that gives loads of iron. And maybe you could even use it for trading too. Seems a shame to waste the villagers. This is a simple Java iron farm you can build really early on in the game, which works perfectly in Minecraft 1.20.2 and earlier versions. Let me show you how to make it. Now you're going to need a nice open spot. Not too close to a village, but not too far away so you can ship a couple of villagers in dead easy. In Java, you really only need the village border to be about 30 or so blocks away. So really don't worry about the villages being fairly close. And do remember, this farm is for Java edition, not Bedrock edition. This will not work in Bedrock because the mechanics are completely different. These are the items that you are going to need to build this farm. 3 beds. I'm using bamboo mosaic blocks because, you know, I like bamboo. There are 3 villagers and 1 zombie required for this. You need a single axe and those 4 torches and 13 trapdoors down at the bottom there. They're optional, and the 6 and 6 in the bottom corner, it's always good to carry a spare. Let's crack on with building it. First up, in the middle of my open area, I'm going to place down 1 scaffold and then 15 more on top. That's a total of 16 scaffold. And on top of that, I'm going to place 1 block, which is temporary for now. And in the direction that I want the back of my farm to be, I'm going to build out 5 more blocks. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. In the other direction, I'm going to build out 4. 1, 2, 3, and 4. And then I'm going to come back to where my scaffold is. It's right here. And I'm going to come out 2 on either side. That's 2 there and 2 right there. I'm then going to fill this all in, giving me a 10 by 5 platform. Where your scaffolding is, remove the block. You can see it under there, and then remove the block either side of it crossways. Place a slab and a slab on the bottom there, then get a trapdoor, place it on top of the scaffold and flap it upwards. Now on the side of the farm that has got 5 blocks away from this little row here, come to the right at the very back and place a row of 5, put in a little nib right there, and then come in 2 on either side. Then jump on the back, place a bed there, a bed there, and a bed there, and make sure the pillows are facing towards the middle. If they don't, it won't work. Then get 5 more trapdoors and place them around the edge of that front bed like that. If you don't want to do villager trading with this farm, then just use blocks for these 3 block placements. But if you do want to trade with them, place a workstation there, a workstation there, and a workstation there. It doesn't matter which workstations you put in. And then place a block right there, a block right there, and a block right there. Then grab yourself your blocks and place blocks all the way around exactly as I'm doing there. 2 on each side, leave a gap, and then 5 along the edge. I've used glass because it's nice to be able to see in, but you totally don't have to. Grab a torch, place it on the block just by that trapdoor there, and then get yourself your boat and place it right at the back there. If you want to make sure that it's at the far back as it will go, then sit in it and go backwards, and then you can jump out of it again. And we're then going to place another row of blocks on top of all of these. So it should look like that. Then under this front edge, place 2 rows of blocks like that, and then come out 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, and then fill it in, but don't fill out the front row here. We're going to use steps for this because it ever so slightly increases the speed that the golem drops off, like that. We're going to place 6 fence posts, 3 on either side. We're going to put a temporary block on top of these steps. Then we're going to get our fence gates. We're going to put them there, remove our temporary blocks, and open them up. We're then going to put a bucket of water there and a bucket of water right there. If you want now, you can collect up a bucket of water from the middle. We're also going to place a torch on the end of both of these. It's not necessary, but I quite like it. We're then going to place 6 slabs, 2 there, 2 there, and 2 there, so they cover up the beds. And then we're going to put a lid on the entire building. However, anywhere we've got these 5 trapdoors here, we're going to leave that open. And before we close up this row across the middle, we're going to place a wall right there and another wall right there. That is going to stop the villagers from getting fatigued, because if they get fatigued, you're going to stop producing iron after about 1 stack. So it looks like that. And then standing at the back of your farm, place a temporary trapdoor there, temporary trapdoor there, and a temporary trapdoor there. You'll notice that they're levitating because these are all bottom slabs. Then you're going to place a trapdoor there, a trapdoor there, and a trapdoor there. Take back your temporary trapdoors, and then you're going to place another one using shift there and there. So you've got the U shape of trapdoors, and then these 2, just flap them up. So your farm should look like that. Then come back down to the ground. below where those open fence gates are. You can make sure you're in the right spot by using a block of sand or gravel that wasn't in the inventory I gave you at the beginning to drop against that middle step, and it will fall on the ground exactly where you need to be. And what you're going to do around that block, you're going to dig that block out, the block behind it out, and then 3 blocks this way, and then you're going to dig 2 that way, 2 that way, and you're going to turn this into a 5x5 square that is 2 deep, like that. You're then going to come to any one of the corners, it really doesn't matter which one, knock out the block and place in a hopper facing into the block outside. You can see the nib is facing out there. If I come out, you can see there's the nib right there. Inside that there, you're going to place a chest, and on top of that, you're going to place a glass block. Replace that block that I just knocked out. We're then going to get a sign. We're going to put it there, there, and also there. And we're going to place a lava bucket right there. That's our lava blade. We're then going to come out, replace that block, and we're going to place a water bucket in the opposite corner to where you've got your lava right there. That water should flow all the way over to the lava but not go over that hopper. Then come 1 block away from the lava, dig 1 and then 2. You should see that chest there. Dig down 1 more and place that chest. It will turn it into a double chest. Get yourself a trapdoor and place it like that. When you open that trapdoor, you can open the chest. Make sure you close the trapdoor again. And then optionally, if you want to, and you definitely don't have to, place a torch down on each of the 4 corners of your square. And this is where you can use these 13 optional trapdoors. Place 1 next to the sign and another one and another one, and then come around the side, place them along this row as well, then come around this side, place them along there and along there, and there, and then come around here and place them next to that sign there and there, and then flap all of them down. What this does is it increases the chances of you catching some mobs in here as well. When the iron golems fall into this pit, you're going to find that you're going to get things like zombies and spiders and skeletons want to come towards your farm, which is brilliant because sometimes they're going to walk into your pit and you're going to get their drops as well. And the structure of your farm is done, but it's not going to work yet because we need some of these guys and one of these guys. First off, the villagers, and you need to decide if you're going to bring 3 with you or bring 2 and breed them up. Because if you're going to breed them, there's an extra quick step. If you're bringing 3 in, just miss this step out. But if you're not, underneath that wall, place a slab. Underneath this wall, place another slab, and then place a last slab just there, and then a slab on top of that. That is going to stop the babies from getting out because you need them to stick in the villager pod. And once you've got 3 adults, you're going to remove those 4 slabs. Build yourself temporary block stairs that lead to the back of the roof of the farm with a little platform with 2 beds halfway up. And at the top of your farm, remove those 2 and then place a block directly on top of that bed so as it is a step down into the farm like that. Bring your villagers to the bottom of the stairs. Boats is probably the easiest method to do that. And then wait till night time and break those boats. You should find the villagers go all the way up to those beds at the top, and when they do, remove the stairs behind them. And once you've removed those stairs, take out the beds. What you'll find is they'll find their way up to the top of the beds inside the farm. Just like that, and they'll get in all on their own. Every now and again you might need to persuade them. Once they're in, remove that slab and place a slab there and there again, and then put your trapdoors down. Now, if you're going to breed them up, lob a stack of carrots in there in the day and a new baby will come along. Let's just pop those in there. They'll start a loving. You can see they've already taken the trades of those 2 workstations. They're starting to enjoy each other's company now. I think I'll give them a bit of privacy. And eventually your baby will grow up into an adult villager and take the profession of that 3rd workstation. And that's the point at which you can remove these 4 slabs. Build yourself a set of steps going up into one side of your farm, directly under one of the openings. We're going to lure a zombie in, which means we got to wait till night time again. And whilst I'm waiting, I'm going to label up this name tag in the anvil. What should we call it? Oh no, that's a good idea, isn't it? That's a really great name. We'll need this name tag to stop our zombie from despawning, although you can throw it a tool or a piece of armour, that also works. I just find that this is way more reliable. So I've got a zombie chasing after me right now, and I'm going to make my way up these stairs whilst it carries on following me, and it will follow me up the stairs as well. Just watch it, here it comes. Yep, it's coming up the stairs. Now I want to get up to this door and wait for it to get fairly close. It's coming up, and then what I want to do is I want to come in behind the boat like this. So it can't touch me if I'm the opposite side of the boat. It'll instantly sit in the boat where it stays trapped forever. At this point, you can tag your zombie with its great name and then go back down to the bottom. Iron golems have already started to spawn, and then you want to delete out this staircase as fast as you can because they're spawnable for iron golems as well. And filling in your glass now will give you a completed farm with iron golems raining in. And you'll notice that the mobs quite like the golem as well. And eventually what's going to happen is they're going to fall in the pit and you're going to get their drops too. Look, we'll get some rotten flesh off the back of that. And they collect up inside this chest. There's the rotten flesh from the zombie and there's another iron golem. They're just flying. The height of the farm here is absolutely critical because it means whilst the iron golems are dying in that lava, they are out of the 16 block radius vision of the villagers, which means every check that the villagers make for a golem is going to be negative, increasing the chances of an extra golem spawn. And you don't have to AFK it. As long as the chunk is loaded, it is going to carry on working so you can build, mine, all that kind of stuff. We're going to leave this for exactly 1 hour and see how much iron we get out of it. That has been exactly 1 hour and an iron golem just dropping in there as we do. Inside the chest, okay, wow, we've got nearly 2 entire stacks of poppies, a couple of bits of string, 4 bits of rotten flesh, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, very nearly 6 entire stacks of iron ingots, which works out at around about 375 iron per hour. Not too shabby for an easy build. And if at any point you want to trade with the villagers, just go up your scaffolding. You can stand in here quite happily, the zombie can't reach you, and you can right click. What have we got here? We've got fire aspect, that's a little bit rubbish. We've got some iron armor, and the other guy, where are you? Come here, Fletcher. You are going to try and flog me. Oh, but I can sell sticks to you, that's good. And if you don't like the trades, obviously what you can do is just knock out these blocks and replace them. And that will reset those trades until you get the one that you want. So this iron farm not only works in 1.20.2 with the increased reach of that zombie, but it works in previous versions as well. But do remember, this is a Java farm, not a Bedrock farm. Bedrock mechanics are completely different, so this will not work in Bedrock. If you've enjoyed this one, let me know by leaving a comment and a like. And if you haven't done it already, do hit the subscribe button. It really helps out the channel. And I'll look forward to seeing you in another video. You take it easy now. Bye.